From a pandemic to politics, mask mandates to the so-called Don't Say Gay bill, this school year in Florida has seen some fiery battles already. And amid those battles, books are fueling some of the biggest.
Distribute sexually explicit material. This is not about not teaching history.
I'm so tired of begging because I'm seeing this filth.
In data we obtained from dozens of districts across the state, Florida schools received approximately 300 formal library book challenges in the past school year alone. Most accuse the books in question of being too sexually explicit for students. One complaint stated a book addressing LGBTQ issues found in a fifth grade classroom promoted, quote, religious-level social justice propaganda. Another said the book aimed to, quote, ultimately push homosexuality. Dale Galliano made the complaints to the St. Lucie County School District in January. In fact, she submitted every one of the 17 challenges to that district last year, despite not having any children of her own in school.
I don't think that an 8-year-old needs to know about sodomy, rape, incest.
Who are you and why do you care?
I'm a widow. Why I care is because these kids are my future. And it's the future of this country.
So you've challenged books that you have not read.
I've read impartial.
Conservative group Moms for Liberty and conservative nonprofit Florida Citizens Alliance have also emerged as prolific and vocal challengers. And the ones we spoke with don't plan on backing down.
We believe that we're waking up parents and giving them some tools to get a better education for their children.
Other parents and students alike have a different opinion.
It's a cartoon. It's harmless. I disagree that it's a form of indoctrination or there's an agenda behind it. These are just normal people just like you and me.
Even math textbooks are accused of division. It all started with a press release in April from Florida's Department of Education accusing some textbook publishers of trying to, quote, indoctrinate Florida students by including critical race theory and other prohibited topics into math textbooks. 3 weeks later, the agency moved 19 of those books from the naughty list to the state's approved list after publishers revised what state education leaders framed as woke content. The state never confirmed exactly what content it deemed problematic. The process itself is secretive. After requesting the list of reviewers who evaluated these textbooks, Florida's Department of Education sent us a list containing the first and last names of more than 135 people. It lists as K-12 mathematic reviewers, though we found some of these reviewers don't even have a math background.
I was really surprised when I found that out.
Carrie Denote has 2 master's degrees in math, is a K-5 math instruction coach and president of Florida's Council of Teachers of Mathematics. So it's no surprise she was a recent reviewer. She says she evaluated 2 math textbooks, one for kindergarten, the other 4th grade.
I didn't see anything that was inappropriate or questionable as far as a math textbook goes.
Also among Florida's math reviewers, civics and history teachers.
I can't see a reason other than, they're looking for something specific. And I would just ask why they picked that particular person.
Florida mom Chris Allen reviewed 2 math textbooks as a, quote, guest reviewer. She says she found glaring issues, most of them surrounding the inclusion of critical race theory or CRT. The branding is problematic as some critics use it to slam even teaching about slavery.
Saying that racism is embedded in American history is considered critical race theory.
According to all reviewer evaluations recently released by Florida's Department of Education, Allen was the only one to find critical race theory in the 2 textbooks she critiqued. It's issues like these that have transformed Florida school board meetings into epicenters of anger. And school board elections this year were just as contentious. Dozens of candidates backed by Governor Ron DeSantis and Moms for Liberty won their elections.
We have so many people that are just frustrated and want to reset and focus on education, and that's what we're going to get.
DeSantis and his allies are vowing to keep up the fight.
There are some places where some candidates won on a premise that they were going to essentially shut down some aspects of what we do in education, and that they want to interfere with that sacred bond that exists between parents and teachers.
And an interesting backdrop to all of this, while Governor DeSantis continues to tout his decision to return students back to in-person learning quickly during the pandemic, Florida students, much like students across the country, are still struggling academically. Testing shows language and reading scores are down among third graders. And results are in from a new statewide civics literacy test. Of students that took this test for the first time last year, just 37% passed.